Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It's Wednesday, and I guess I'll start out talking about what's clearly obvious is that I am now wearing oxygen. Yeah, another surprise. Every day it seems like there's a new surprise. But so here's the story of that. A couple days ago, I've talked about I'm out of breath a lot anyway. So, it's something, one of those things, get used to it, you know? I'm out of breath. Okay, so sit down. So, I think it was a couple days ago, I had taken, the pulse oximeter, the thing they put on your finger when you go to the doctor's office to check the oxygen in your blood. It tells you how much by percentage, the percent of oxygen in your blood. And for normal, healthy individuals, that should be 99, 100, 98 maybe. But that would be pretty much what it should be. People with maybe some respiratory diseases, it might be lower or stuff like that. But 98, 99, 100 would be normal. Maybe with this person who smokes a lot, it might be 97, 96. I don't know. But anyway, mine has never been normal for the most part. It's always been on the lower side of normal. Like 94, 95, 96 would be pretty much my average typical readings. This just for years and years, because I do have some lung issues, partly from my surgeries and who knows, from some scarring, so forth. So anyway, a couple days ago, I thought, well, I think I was making the bed or something. I was really out of breath at home here. And so I decided to use the pulse oximeter on myself and see what it was. And I looked at it and I was like, 85, 84. Oh, that's ridiculous. So I thought that's clearly just wrong, a bad connection. And I didn't really have, I just thought, forget about it. I'll check it another time. So last night I was getting ready to go to bed, and for some reason I was just really short of breath. I'm not exactly sure why. I can't remember what I wasn't anywhere, so I was just doing stuff in my apartment, whether I was walking to the bathroom or in the bedroom or whatever the case may be. I just felt shorter breath than usual. And it was right around bedtime. So I decided, well, let me check it again. So I put it on, and it's reading 81, 80. And I was like, it stunned me. I thought, no, it can't be right. So I, put it on another finger, and same thing. And I thought, well, it's just not right. So, so then I put some oxygen on, because I thought, well, that'll show that it's, put the oxygen on, it should go right up. And it did. It went straight up into the 90s, upper 90s with the oxygen. So I took it off again. And after a while, I was back down to 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81. So far the lowest has been 80. And it really scared me. That's all I can tell you. Because this was last night, or, about 11 o'clock. And I got really scared. I'll be honest, I just got really scared. And I thought, oh my, because to me, this is new. In my adult life, I've never had blood oxygen levels that low under any circumstance that I'm ever aware of. So I thought, oh, wow. That's a very huge change in a very, in not a great direction. That means my disease is advancing really significantly and quickly. So I got scared, and I thought, oh, I didn't know what to do. Should I call the nurse? Should I this? Should I that? Well, I decided I was going to wear the oxygen all night long. So that's what I did. And it helped. Clearly it helped. And actually, it helped me actually even to sleep, I think. But I was still like, oh, this is really going along quick. This is getting closer and closer and closer. So today I checked it again just to make sure I was, now still, oh, that's what I did. I made the bed today. Just made the bed, like you do every morning. I do. And same thing. 82, 84, 83. And I thought, this is real. Shit. So I decided better call the nurse. And I called the hospice triage line, because the nurse is usually out working. So I didn't know if you're supposed to call the nurse your nurse or the triage line. So I called the triage line and told them what was going on. And so they said somebody will be back to me. And I was lucky enough to have Kathy call me, my nurse, got back to me. And I told her what was going on, and she said, okay. She said, well, I think now you're going to have to be wearing the oxygen full time. Yeah. And so that's one thing. And the other thing is the medication, that we gave you to help you with shortness of breath. Use it. So I asked her if they have portable oxygen, so that I could at least sit outside in the garden or up on the roof deck. And I'm not sure if they have the concentrator that you can carry, a small one, or if they're going to give me a cylinder, which I won't be able to take anywhere. They're too heavy and awkward for me. And so I'm hoping she's ordering something. I'm hoping it's the concentrator, the small size one, because I have a big size one they gave me. Whew. So I'm even with oxygen, short of breath, talking. So I said, I want to know if you think I should call my friend Pam, who's my friend in LA and my executor and my friend, who is, doing everything around my dying. And the nurse said, well, I don't think you need to call her just yet. She said, because I honestly don't see you dying this week. I was like, good. Next week? I mean, it was just like, I don't see you dying this week. Not this month, this week. So that was a little bit of a shock. And she said, this is definitely, advancing. This is something we expect. And she just said, let's just, wear the oxygen, use the medication, and she's coming tomorrow to see me in person. So we'll see what she has to say when she sees me. And so yeah, so I'm scrambling. A neighbor of mine has an extra key of mine, so I got that from her, and then called the social worker for hospice, who tomorrow is going to bring me a lockbox that they can put the key in outside my door, so that hospice will be able to get in, and whenever they need to get in case I'm unconscious or what have you. So yeah, scary. I'm going to be real honest with you. Last night, I was scared. And then I laid in bed and I thought, relax, try to relax. I thought, well, this is the road. This is the path. This is what happens. And I was able to calm myself down pretty well. And that was especially, it reassured me that I didn't have to call Pam right away. Because Pam is actually on a little vacation with Gina, and actually called Pam. Anyway, I just told him to let her know what was going on. So she's on a little vacation with Gina in Central California on the coast. And so at least she's aware of what's going on. Whew. So I'm not going to talk much longer here because even with the oxygen, like I said, I'm struggling a little bit here. So yeah, that's what's happening today. Not doing great. And I can't really think of much else to talk about. My mind is kind of a blank a bit. So tomorrow, Kathy the nurse will be here. Bonnie the social worker will be here. So I'll see how it goes. Hopefully the portable oxygen, I hope gets here. But I'm going to tell you, I'm a little frightened that this is, I've known it was moving quickly, but this was a big jump for me to go from having, oxygen levels of 93, 94 to 80 was quite a drop. So anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. So I think I'm going to stop now. And I really appreciate you listening. And I'm going to keep going with these as long as I can. And yeah, that's it. So take care. Appreciate you dropping in. You know what? I usually say click like or subscribe if you'd like to. I don't have a big thing about that, but what I realize is that it helps get the video out, or the videos, because like I said, the one with the congenital heart disease that I talked about, that really had a lot of views. And so I think that somehow got in the algorithm somehow. And so I would like other people to be able to see these videos, as many people as can, so that hopefully anybody else in this position can see they're not alone, and they can see what I'm going through and how I deal with it, which I'm not saying is perfect, but for the most part, I think I'm doing okay. So, yeah, so click like and subscribe, please, if you want to. Anyway, talk to you soon. Good night.